Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Urban, with another anime review. The season is finishing, is over, depending when you watch this video. It's either finishing or is over. I want to talk about today on Space Battleship Tiramisu. This is an anime that was both subbed and dubbed, so you can watch it on Crunchyroll and Funimation. This one has 13 episodes, 3 OVAs will be coming out sometime later on. I watched this one completely, and I actually did some reaction videos, so you guys can see that on the last 2 episodes of this one. This one it was good, but it wasn't that good. It wasn't the best of the crop. Definitely will not put it in my top 5. There were so many that I watched and stopped watching because they got me bored or I just lost interest. So I don't know, it could be my 10th best one. Maybe not, probably not. Probably still wouldn't even put it in my top 10 of the season. So many came out. A lot of them were okay. This one's probably one of them. If you want some light comedy, this is the one you want. Almost every episode is different from the previous. There's not really a flowing sequence to the story. You do find out new characters throughout each episode, which that some of them do reoccur in the episode. So that would matter if you watched episode 1 and episode 5, but not too much. They kind of remind you about who that character was in the episode. So the show itself is more of a slice of life slash action slash comedy. The comedy's dry comedy. I myself enjoy dry comedy, which is probably why I enjoy this show. It could have been better, yes, and no. I want to explain how it would have been better first, and then I want to say no, what they did good. So what they did bad on it was there were a lot of times that they focused on plot, which is good. I do like plot. But when you are more of a comedy show, they lost a lot in the time the episode was. So, I don't know, it just seemed like they were trying to be funny, slice of life, but they also wanted to be serious action. And, I don't know, it just felt like they were back and forth where, you know, sometimes I was like, okay, get on with it. And sometimes I'm like, okay, this is good. Other things to it was the whole anime itself, the comedy was golden. There were some times that it just seemed like they tried too hard. It happens with almost every comedy anime, I would say. Eventually in the last episodes, it just feels like they're trying too hard just to get a point through or just to get a joke through, and that's okay. That happens in almost every show, really, so that's okay. The good things. I appreciate that they decided to make around 8-minute episode of the show. When it's 3-minute long, 4-minute long, I feel like they're too short sometimes. Not always. There are some few exceptions that they do a good job. But when it's 8 minutes, especially a comedy, it's half of a regular episode, or about half, maybe a third of a regular episode. But when it's a comedy that stretches jokes, you don't want 24 minutes of those type of jokes. You will get annoyed and will stop watching it. For example, if this anime would have been like that, 24-minute long anime just like that, I probably would have stopped by the second, third episode. But because this anime, each episode was 8 minutes, the jokes were stretched, but not too far. It was a good amount of a show that didn't get me too annoyed to where it was going. So, with all that said, out of 10, it wasn't a food anime like I said in my first impressions. This is definitely not a food anime. It mocked, I think, food anime in the first episode, but then they stopped doing all that. So, out of 10, I probably would give this one 5.5. It's an average anime. It's a little bit above average, but not that much. So, that's what I believe. If you guys agree or not, leave a comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will be putting more reviews and more first impressions as the summer season is already starting. Depending when you watch this video, the season probably already started by now. So, thank you so much, guys, for all the love and support. Don't forget to watch my other videos. And like always, guys, don't be strangers.